Some of these landlords are crazy. Hello guys, Dr. Chooks here. The day was hard. I'm really exhausted. So I just want to quickly talk about my day. So I went to finish up my clearance where I did my house job and also um leave my rented apartment because my rent just got expired and I don't want to renew because I am no longer going to need it as where I am working is very far away from there. So I went to the hospital in the morning, but then the HOD who was meant to sign wasn't around. He was supervising this exam, so he couldn't sign until 3. Yeah, around 3:30 thereabouts. That was when he finally signed. And from there I proceeded to the CMD's office. Normal 9 to 4 job for for government workers. For government workers, work once it's 4 o'clock, everybody have started going home. So I was just trying to meet up with the CMD's office. By the time I got there, it was almost 4. The CMD was not around. So luckily, it was the secretary that was around. I just filled up everything I needed to fill and then submitted my documents. This was now 4 o'clock. I went back to my apartment, then packed my things, and by the time the driver the driver, the person that will carry my stuffs came around, it was around 5 already. All these handwork people, they don't stick to time. And I already had an appointment in with a patient somewhere for home service, and I needed to to meet up with the person before 6 o'clock. So after when I was ready to leave the compound, they now said I can't leave because because the toilet seat cover was broken. Meanwhile, that toilet seat cover was bad when I came into the apartment and they didn't fix it. It was bad, they didn't fix it. So because they were delaying to fix it and it was not causing any issues for me, I just removed it and kept it aside. You get, so now that I was about leaving, they are now saying I have to pay for it. And I told them that I will not pay for something that I didn't destroy. It became an issue. We went back and forth, back and forth. People are very, very rude. So the manager of the place, of the building, I was trying to get across to her as the concierge officer was saying that she said that I cannot leave until I pay. Imagine someone I was trying to chat up initially. She refused responding to my messages. Meanwhile, at the same time she was responding to the messages of the concierge officer. So I called her to talk to her. This lady refused to pick my call. She didn't pick up the call. She didn't respond to my messages. People are really rude. You are saying that I can't leave because I damaged something. I'm trying to explain to you that this thing was already damaged before I moved in. But you refuse to pick the call. You refuse to respond to messages. Quite rude. So I had to call the landlord. The landlord was saying that everything was in good shape before I moved in. I told him that it was not in good shape before I moved in. And I laid a complaint, but two people did not do anything about it. Then he was like, I should show him evidence that it was good when I came in. Why would I show you evidence of if like it was good when I came in? Why you yourself that said it was good when I came? Why not show me the only thing that it was good when I came in? People are very very fun. So he was trying to insist that I must pay. I'm like, "Well, I will not make any payment. I will not pay for it." So that was how we went back and forth, back and forth. Then at the end of the day, uh, he he said no problem, I can leave. He said what was even I was trying to remember something. He was saying that if I made complaint, I should have documented. Some of these landlords are crazy. So why will I document? Am I your staff? I spoke to your concierge officer. This is what is wrong. Am I the one after speaking to her that will still go? It was she at the time. That will I still be the one to go and get a book and write down the complaint? They are supposed to have a complaint book. They are supposed to have a book for that kind of stuff. When you make a complaint, it will be written down. The and then when it is fixed, it will be written that it has been fixed in case of um next time or something like this. So he is telling me that word of the mouth does not count, that I have to show a documentation. You know, people trying to play smart. They are trying to play smart on me. I don't really understand it. But at the end of the day, I said I will not pay. So I didn't pay. He said no problem, I should go. I left. By the time I got to my new place where I'm to stay, it was already late. I remember I have an appointment with a patient somewhere. So immediately I dropped my things. I took off to the plan. And the, the unfortunate thing is that this place, I don't even know the place. I've not been to that area before. But then, as God may have it, the driver that dropped my things took me to the place. By that time, it was already very late. It was around 7, 8ish. So luckily, I was able to do what I wanted to do fast. Then the same person, he then dropped me off where I could get a bus to where I was going to. And you know how Enugu is. In this Enugu, they don't I think once it's 9 o'clock, you can no longer have access to keke also. I think that there's a coffee. I don't know. But I was really lucky to get keke that brought me back home. And coming back, I'm so tired. The whole place is so messed up because I've not arranged anything. I just took a bath, just a cold bath. Thank God I cooked. That's where I rented in my former place. I cooked, so I carried the cooked food to where the rest. As if I knew that I will come back late. So I'll just prepare just warm what I want to eat and then eat, then watch Netflix and listen to a good, nice music and rest. I'm really tired. Um, that's my day. That's my day, guys. Alright, so you guys should have a lovely night. You guys should have a lovely. Yeah, before I go, I already reached a price with this person I went to do the home service for before going. After I went to the person's place, it was quite distant, and I had to talk to the family. What I spoke, we went back to that price and had to talk about it because I'm like I won't be the one to be moving like that. That will be a lot of loss on our own part. So yeah, that's it. So you guys should have a lovely night's rest. Bye.